Can't hear you. Hello, everybody. This is the movement. Anita's having some technical difficulties on tonight. We're trying to work it out. So give us a couple of minutes. I don't hear at all. Yeah, Anita is definitely having difficulties tonight. So she's going to be still working on that. So we're going to try to go ahead and move on. We thank you so much for coming on with us tonight. We actually learning how to push through even when everything seemed to fall apart. So we're just going to go forward, and hopefully Anita will be able to come on soon. My name is Annette L, and this is the movement. We're a motivational organization built to educate, mind, empower, nurture, and transform. We are meant to move. We come on every Wednesday to inspire you and to motivate you and to help you thrust into your God-given destiny. And so tonight we are here, as always, to lift up you and to help you. And prayerfully, tonight you will hear something that will motivate you to go to the next level in your life. So tonight, one of the things that Anita was going to discuss, I'm going to go ahead and get started while she's working on it.
I think I found a way to do it.
Okay, she's here. Yes. Thank you. I was giving girl up in the roll with it. Thank you.
To pick my, can you hear me? Let me know if you can.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, good. All right. So I actually have the audio on my phone and I have video on my computer. I don't know what happened, but we're going to let it roll.
All right. Could you cut the audio up a little bit?
Okay.
Just a little.
How is that?
That's a little better.
Is it better now?
Yeah, I had my fan on. Yeah, that's better.
How is that?
Yeah.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yeah. Sylvia says she hear you just fine. So great.
Okay. All right. So you hear me just fine. No echo, no feedback, none of that,
nope.
right?
Nope.
Good. Okay. Well,
all
again,
right,
welcome to the movement.
Yes.
We are Cam. You tuned into Cam We Talk with technical difficulties, but we are here. And as Annette said, we want to help you thrust into your purpose so that you can start living the best version of yourself and win. That is our purpose. And on tonight, we have some great things to discuss with you. We're excited as always, and nothing is going to stop us. We're going to keep this party rolling. We're going to keep this thing going. Before we go any further, please hit the like button. Whatever engine you're watching on, if it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, if it's whatever, please hit that like button. Also, we ask that you hit the share button. Click that share button, share it to your Facebook page, share it with your friends, share it in your inbox, text somebody, let them know that we're on. We have a great conversation, even though we're having some technical difficulties that started a little late. But thank God we are here. Yes, we are here. And the show must go on. How do you know where there's a will, there's a way?
Come on.
Where there's a will, there is a way. And
yes.
Me, I have found the way to make this thing work tonight. Might be a little rigged, but we're going on anyhow. So without further ado, we're going to go into our transformational topic on tonight. The transformational topic is that topic that we like to share that kind of deals with idioms and phrases that help us to discuss things from a very practical place where we can kind of, just share some things from the Bible and, anything will preach. I said one time that I saw two lizards fighting on the side of the road. And that preached to me so hard. I can't begin to tell you. That thing preached to me so hard. I was like, oh my God. I can't believe that I'm sitting here watching lizards fight and I'm getting my praise on. But that's how it happens. That's how awesome God is.
Yeah.
That's how awesome his word is, and it doesn't return void no matter what. So we're going to go straight into our transformational topic. Our topic tonight is beautiful minds. A beautiful mind. The movie A Beautiful
So
Mind.
we're going to go straight into our transformational
2001 biographical drama. It's a film that's based on the life of an American mathematician named John Nash. He was a Nobel laureate and in economics, and he was an Abel Prize winner. The film stars Russell Crowe. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, really. I know it's kind of strange. A lot of people are like, what? Beautiful Mind? That was boring. But for me, I guess because, I used to say that When the actor, I don't know if any of you familiar with the movie, but when the actor would see words pop up on the screen, he would see these words and they would just pop up, the actual letters, excuse me, when he would read these codes, letters and stuff would pop up on the screen. But he was schizophrenic, and he was working out all these math problems and stuff that, on the board, nobody knew what he was doing, but he was schizophrenic and he was seeing people. Needless to say, for me, I always felt like him when I read scripture. That's why I'm such an avid word studier, because words just illuminate to me. I'll read a passage and a few words will just go boom, boom, boom. They'll light up, really, literally. I can't explain it. They light up like a Christmas tree. So when I look at this as an avid word studier, I start to think about how awesome, the Creator's knowledge is. His knowledge is infinitely greater than his finite creatures. We're
Yeah.
finite, but his knowledge supersedes, and the mind is so awesome. The mind is so awesome. And when I look at the fact that God's plan and purposes are far beyond human ability, and it begins to describe how how we can't fully comprehend, but he fully comprehends everything. And although we may know, we may truly know him, I'm like, I know the Lord for myself. But the thing is, our knowledge is always imperfect in comparison to his. God's consciousness is high above human consciousness. High, the Bible says that it's high as the heavens are above the earth. And divine thinking greatly exceeds what we as humans can comprehend. And it's funny, seeing as how little our thinking is in comparison to God. We only use 10% of our mental capacity.
Isn't that something?
And our thinking, when we think about how far our thinking is from his, and the fact that we only use 10%, oh my God, that means our thinking is like a grain of sand to his mountain.
Wow, come on.
So when I look at this topic, I think about God. I'm like, God's mind is a beautiful mind. He's all knowing. He is perfectly wise in his thoughts and ways. And so his people can trust him even when inevitably we're unable to understand the mysteries and tragedies of life. But even though we're going through and we have tragedies and trials and tribulations, we still know that we can trust him. We may not get up to his standards, but as Christians, what we should do is emulate his wisdom, emulate his knowledge by using our minds at least more than 10%, and our wisdom that God gives us to accomplish great things instead of settling for mediocrity. Philippians 2:5 says, "Let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus." We have to yield our will and our way of thinking to God's will and his way of thinking in order to accomplish anything. Or we will go around in circles, like their topic we had, spinning tires on pavement.
Yeah.
We just, and going around and around and around and around and around. And when you come to a stop sign, what you do? You halt. You stay in the same spot. And you're doing the same thing when you're spinning tires on pavement. You're just going around in circles, but you're not moving past that one stop sign. You have still come to a screeching halt. So when we yield our way and our thinking and our will to God's will, that's when things start to happen. That's when you think. You better think. That's when you really think, good people. Somebody type in think, because that's something that we don't do. We don't think. Oh, gosh, we have some comments. Have you done the comments, Annette?
I have been putting them up.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Thank God for sharing his wisdom with us. Amen, Connie. Somebody type in think. When you type in, when you think about it, it's going to make sense. Now, I'm going to share with you, those of you who know me, know that I like to take a verb and I deal with the transitive and the intransitive tense of the verb as it relates to our topic. And tonight's verb that I'm using is think. You got it. Think. I'm using think. Now, when I look at this verb in a transitive tense, a transitive verb needs an object in order to make sense. An intransitive verb makes sense without one. So when I look at the word think, the transitive tense means to remember and to have an expectation. Mm. So when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, my soul cries out.
You better go to the scripture.
When I remember, I have an expectation knowing that when he did that for me then, oh, just think about what he's going to do now. Just when I think back, when I remember, all I can do is think, have an expectation about what he's going to do. Now, the intransitive tense is to have the mind engage. To have the mind engage. That means your mind has to work on what you're thinking about. And our Bible tells us that we are to meditate. That's the other word. To have the mind engaged is to meditate. And in his law doth he meditate both day and night. Who? Those who are planted by the rivers of running water. That person who walks in the presence of God. That person who walks with God, who thinks like God, who puts themselves in the will and the mind of God. We cannot know what he does, but I can give him my mind and my will. And when I give him my mind and my will, he puts what needs to be there. Not meaning I'm going to think on his level, because I never can. My thoughts are not his thoughts, neither are my ways his ways. But guess what? Because he has a beautiful mind, I don't mind giving him mine. How about that? Because that's what I want too. I want a beautiful mind. God's mind is beautiful because he's all-knowing and he's perfectly wise in all of his thoughts and ways. And that's why I trust him. So that is our transformational topic tonight. I want us to use our minds and think. Before you make a move, think. When you think, remember, you're going to remember and you're going to have an expectation. So use your mind and think, meaning meditate. You need to meditate on his word, meditate in his law, meditate on the things that he's calling you to do. So before you open your mouth and say something that you might regret later, come on, somebody type it in. Just think.
Come on.
I mean, just think about it. And if we would just take a moment and think. If we would just take a minute, because that's what we don't do. We jump in with both feet and our tongue hanging to the ground and do and say some things that are so far removed from God. Oh, but if we would just think.
Yes.
And I urge you to do that today. So that is my transformational topic on tonight. I hope that blessed somebody, because, we got a lot of things that we like to do. We have a lot of things that we want to say. But at the end of the day, right now and in this moment, what we do for this moment is that we want you to think. We want you to transform through the transformational topic. So without further ado, can we talk in that? I know we are plunged in, but can we talk?
Yeah, we can talk.
This girl will have a mug, y'all.
Y'all, we can talk.
Somebody, yeah,
I was running around.
I know you were running around. We were having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, and that don't have a mug.
But I'm going to have it soon, y'all. Watch.
I forgot to remind her because we were having the problems. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm going to toast for us. Ping, ping.
Thank you.
Oh, and the mugs are in. Those people who order mugs, they will be mailed out to you tomorrow or the next day.
Yes.
Well, the date that they're supposed to be delivered to me is tomorrow. So I'll get them in the mail to you. You'll get them within a week. So anyway, we're going to move on to our next segment. But before we do, we're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to pause for a moment from the quoteologist herself, Annette L. Anderson. We're going to take that pause from the heart of the quoteologist with our Annettism. We're going to pause for that moment, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be
going away. Yeah.
That. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. The thing didn't load. My God, today. Annette, we're going to have to go to, we got a lot of problems. So what is going on tonight?
Oh, that's... Huh? Oh, yeah, because not my... Yeah, I don't know what it's talking about here. Oh, boy. I'll make it through this.
What's going on tonight?
Yeah, because my computer is not acting really pretty right now. It's acting very ugly.
Let me tell you, there's some things going on, but we're going to bind up the enemy because we're going to keep it moving. I got the Annettism is coming in just a second. But you know what? Listen, tonight, the devil really tried to stop all of this.
I know it.
Because I had to come up with the last minute way for my audio to come up. And now, having to stall for a second to get this Annettism up. But the Annettism is up. The devil didn't
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Mine
pause
somebody.
for the Annettism, and we'll be right back. And I hope y'all
Yes.
because
Yes.
the sound
Thank
is
you.
backing up. Here we go, y'all.
People will travel a mile to cover up a lie, but will not go 2 feet to reveal the truth. Lies seems to be clear, but truth is always a little blurry. Sometimes the cover up is worse than the actual crime. We've learned how to dress the outside while the inner man continues to suffer. I've come to the realization that honesty is something that will not wear out like clothing. You see, this is why I would rather have an honest enemy as an associate than a false friend in my camp. This is Annetteism's Expressions.
I don't know if it worked well for y'all, but it was in and out on mine. Did it work well for
Oh
you?
yeah, we heard, well, yeah, I heard it. I heard all of it. Hopefully
Okay.
they did.
Perfect.
Hopefully. Yeah. Well, it's time for the power tool. There are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured, or broken spiritually and emotionally. That's why I kind of dealt with the lie and Annettisms. Sometimes it just takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a band-aid won't do it. You need a power tool.
Power tool.
All right. Tonight, power tool is under the cover. Under the cover. We keep so many things hid under the cover. One of the number one reasons people keep secrets or lies is to keep the peace. So oftentimes we just want to keep the peace. Some people lie because they're pathological liars, but then other people tell lies because it keep them out of trouble. We hold on to secrets to keep other people happy, safe, set in the visions of the world and in the vision of us. The other reasons are what we would do to what the secrets and the lies would do to others or ourselves. Secret can destroy you. It can destroy your family. And let's talk about it. It covers on that family member that everybody knows about. You know, we all got a family member. You know about, but we'll cover up lies. So many people have been damaged because lies that's been kept in family. Also, it causes problem in marriages, church affiliation, and listen. And lately we've been having issue. Well, not lately because it's been going on all along. It's just been more exposed. The priests, the pastor, deacons, and the church members.
Come on now.
Yeah. And often, I remember a particular situation, and they said, well, wonder who child is that? We have these children, and a lot of times we don't even know who the dad is. Or sometimes we do, we just won't tell it. And sometimes if we reveal our secrets to some, you end up in jail. Even friendships, there are difficulties with friendships, and when the lies come out, friends doing things to friends, going behind friends' back. So, the secret to cover up is rampant. Even in churches, we cover up the pastor. Now, your pastor, for lack of a better word, he's a ladies' man, and he has a wife. But you know what you do, and what we do as a whole, we'll say, you know what, that's a shame. She needs to leave here. Always start mess. Now, you're not looking at the cover up of the pastor. Already you've defended the pastor, even though he low down dirty dog. It's just the truth. And there is only one way to please everyone, and that is to keep secrets about the rules we break, so that people think we follow their rules and do not judge us. That's the problem. We feel like we're being judged. Some experts say that people's greatest fear is not death, suffering, not even public speaking. It's a humiliation and judgment. I have certainly seen ample evidence of that in my own life and my works. Listen, I had my own secrets, because some secrets you cannot tell. Some things just need to stay under the cover. We fear judgment so much that we allow it to take our power and our freedom. We're so scared. People have walked around with secrets most of their lives. I've known families with the uncle, the little touchy uncle. He ain't got no business around your children. Why are you leaving that joke around your babies?
Come on.
No, when my daughter was little, I had 6 brothers. And at the time I had 5 because one brother was born after my last child. But I keep my eyes on them jokers. Yeah, they're my brothers and I love them, but I was getting ready to hurt up some people. Jeanette Thomas, who is my mother, was not going to like me forever because I was going to do something to her son. But what happens is we cover that up. You know that I mean, so many families, so many young women and men have gone to family members and said something, boy, girl, shut up, man. He ain't do that to you. He ain't do that, and then, things are happening. We always keep it under the cover. The real cure is to stop allowing other people to define what is good and what is bad for us and start following our hearts again like little children. Listen, I don't care who it is. If I know you did something, I'm telling it. I refuse to keep it under the cover so you can look good in church or you can have good standings. But it takes courage because the judgment can get brutal. We trust our hearts and not them. And people can they'll attack you. You're the reason the family is not together. Listen, a girlfriend, you know that man's tipping. You know. And I don't know, but so many times we're under the cover and we don't talk about it. But what happens in the family stays in the family. That's why this grown man got issues now, this grown woman issues now because of what you hid 20 years ago or 30 years ago. But also on the flip side, Anita, sharing secrets with others can be dangerous. You have to be careful of who you tell what to, because sometimes we tell our secrets because we need to unload, but sometimes you may unload with Miss Gossip Sue, who tells everything and everybody. And now let me say this: you'll say, "Oh, I'm just going to tell this person," but then that person's going to tell somebody. So you have to be so careful when you tell your secrets. Even when we look at the Bible. And even God had a secret, according to Deuteronomy 29:29. The secret, he's talking about the secret things belongs to God, to the Lord our God. There's some certain things. Listen, there's certain things you can only tell God. Because the Bible says in Deuteronomy 29, he said, the secret things belong unto God, to our Lord our God. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of his law. So certain things, ladies and gents, you need to only let God know. Certain things you just can't tell everybody. And even God said, he said, there's certain things that you need to tell him. So, and even in Matthew 6:2, then we have I'm going to flip this thing again. You have those that you tell secrets to, but they wear masks. Matthew 6:2 said, therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. And said, verily, verily, I say unto you, they have their reward. Well, the Greek translation of hypocrites in this particular text refers to a mask worn by ancient actor as a symbol of pretense and show. So you got to be careful of who you reveal your secrets to, because they're like hypocrites. They wear a mask. It's all for a show. All that, they want to be able to talk about this and talk about that. And finally, here is, and sometimes with secrets, you got to keep it to yourself, according to Esther 2:10. Esther had not revealed her nationality and family background because of Mordecai had forbidden her to do so. So sometimes you just got to tell God all about it. Be careful of those hypocrites, those people who wear masks and pretend they're your friend, but they're just waiting for they can reveal things about you. And then other times you got to keep it to yourself like Esther did, because who she was. Now, let me ask a question. Do we keep it undercover of those secrets? And why do we cover up so much? What is the reason that it's under the cover? Why do we cover up so much? We have suffered so much because of the fight that it was put under the cover. And all the time when stuff is under the cover, I find it very interesting. Even when I looked back over my life, thank God I didn't never have to deal with that. But I've been around people. I've been around men. They have families. But you got a wife across the town. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So it's and then people pretend like it's normal, like it's okay. A man's going to be a man. No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that totally. If we want to hide stuff, we want to protect people, we want to protect them. But what about that little child? What about, that little girl that was molested? And so many times when I see people that's struggling in some areas, sometimes if you go back, you can trace it. Not everybody was molested. No, not everybody was taken advantage of. But sometimes you can go back and look at it, because even growing up in certain parts when I was a child, I'm sorry, some black folks were just racist. They like the high yellow ones, So all of that stuff that has a bearing, on how you raise your children. And so it's so many things that we hide under the cover. And we go to church and we shout with the best of them. And so that's why I have a problem, y'all, and I'm almost finished. I have a problem when women and girls come to church and we have the audacity to turn up our nose like we ain't never done nothing. Oh no, but sister with the big hat that sit on the front row, you got 7 children, probably 6 or 7 daddies. So be careful how you look at people, because even though that's under the cover, so you can turn your nose up at that young lady. But because you went through that, you can say, daughter, I've been through this, and tell her your experience and how you made it. So there's so many things that's under the cover. My question is, when will we pull the cover back? When will we, in raising children now, when will we pull that cover back and just tell the truth? I'm not saying we crucify anybody. I'm saying, when you're going to turn the cover back, because if you notice so many things being exposed, so many priests, not just the priests. Oh no, pastors. Young man was arrested the other day, molesting children, all kinds of, I was reading about this priest, he was having all kind of parties, stealing the money from the Catholic Church. So, when are we going to pull a cover? And right is right. And just know that there's a cover in a lot of our family. I'm not saying tell everything. I'm saying some of this stuff that damage other people. There's so many people that's been damaged, hurt, and don't, even now they're 30, 40, 50, 60 years, they still dealing with a childhood trauma. Just because you get older don't mean you get healed. So you just have to know that it's time for the cover to be pulled back. And back in the day when we were growing up, it's different. They always had little secrets, because when a woman was pregnant back when I was growing up, it means they broke their leg. Well, I like, broke your leg. You better not ask about the leg being broke. What you saying?
Growing up,
we call it what?
A tumor.
So these are things. So we have to just be so careful how we, especially in our churches, especially when you're raising your children, and even some of us who nieces and nephews, or we're around other children. Right. I just have a heart for children, because I understand how, even in my own life, how I dealt with a lot of childhood trauma. And it took some years. I was good and grown before I really dealt with some issues that happened when I was a little girl. No, I wasn't molested, no, but my mom, she had her struggle. She just had her struggle. And I didn't understand it until I became a mother. And then, and then I walked through my stuff and I began to understand. So that's it from that I wanted to talk about. You could, this particular text under the cover, you could take it not text, I preach too much. This particular subject, you could take it any kind of way and really deal with it. But I chose to deal with the secrets, especially in the church. There's secrets in the church. There's secrets in the pews. You seeing these little kids running around like, wait a minute, he look like the pastor.
I mean, sometimes, we have those people who, no matter what happens with that pastor, they're still going to support her. So the supporters of the abusers, or the ones who inflict pain, can sometimes cause the church to build this cover of suspicion. They'll cover it, and they'll even talk the people into covering it. And then, because they make you feel like you're wrong for speaking out. You're wrong for something that, you shouldn't do that. It's going to make people want to leave the church and leave God. And, it was your mistake and you shouldn't have done what you did or whatever, instead of dealing with it, because the act is an act, whether it's a sexual sin or whether it's somebody hurting somebody. You could, there are a lot of other things that go on besides, just the sexual sins. There are times that people will come against you falsely. People false accuse you.
Yeah.
They speak against you. And then people love a rumor. They don't care. Even if they don't have to even have it validated. They'll just go and pick it up and they'll take it, and then they'll take it to someone, and then that person will take it to someone. And before you know it, a person is a victim of public scrutiny, and they're depressed and they're upset and they have issues and problems. And because everybody's believing the rumor, they say, well, who is they? And so that happens so much. And just like with the children who walking around looking like siblings, because they are under the same church, and they walk around looking like playing together, and people whispering, child, that's the pastor's daughter, and they're whispering and they're talking about it, but they won't, the church won't deal with the issues.
They won't.
It's happening, and it happens generation after. I've seen it happen so much, and
Me too.
I get so frustrated that when it's a woman who gets pregnant, everybody goes ham. But then a man could go and make like 3 babies from 3 different women, and he gets a pat on the back. And so there's such a double standard that happens in the church, and we have to deal with these issues. Gotta say, they get on my nerves, always talking, shut up. So we have to deal with these issues, and we have to pull, God is pulling the cover off, because there's so happening lately that it's like nobody can hide. It's like, man, I know people looking back in their past saying, boy, I hope nobody got a video or a picture or a text message. Now in these days, you don't know what or where or how somebody is filming what you do. That's why you have to be careful, because the Bible did say what's done in the dark will come to light.
It's coming.
So it's coming. It's coming, but that's why it's important for us to deal with ourselves and to deal with and when I'm talking about the church, I'm talking about the body of Christ, but particularly the local ecclesias in a lot of cases don't deal with the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Rather cover them up than to deal with them. And then they dig a hole and keep digging the hole and keep digging the hole and keep digging the hole until one day you can't, you reach bottom. And then
yep. Mm-hmm. And you know what happens, Anita? Even when it gets to the point where the leader has to come and address it. And he'll, most of the time, your pastor's not infallible. I've messed up, but pray for me. Now, yes, Pastor. Woo, wow. Yeah.
That's a poverty. Men take on a theological high. They get on the theological high ground and say that God is sovereign and God is the judge, and we should
restore
answer the matter and trust God to handle it. Trust God to act. And then they get real deep in it. Before you know it, everybody out there, amen,
hallelujah. But the woman don't get a platform to say, hey, hey, forgive me, I messed up. Mm-mm. No, they be saying she need to be looking over the glasses at her. She need to go. She need to leave. I was at a church like I'm like, why? He need to go. That's what I used to think. Why she got to go?
Jassy say it's coming to life in HD and 5K. Girl, you ain't never.
Yeah, that's not right. It's not right. And then, and I think too, with a lot of us, no, it's not right when we get involved in all kind of stuff. But I think we just throw people out like bathwater, like they don't matter. You don't help them, deal with what's going on. Like let her go. That's our pastor. Mm-hmm. Oh, child, I'm just so over that. I guess because I've been exposed. I had a pastor boy, but every time I look around, it was a different woman. I don't know. His wife took it. I just don't, mm-hmm. but that happens in the cover. In that case, it wasn't even undercover no more. Uh-huh. It was just a way of life, but we made excuses. It was he wasn't undercover, but the church was pretending like it didn't happen. Right. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about with the power tool.
That was a good one. That you be taking us in. You be taking us in. Yes, Connie. Jassy said it right. That it's coming to life in HD and 5K. Can't nobody hide. Everything is under magnifying glass. But he warned you, and he said the day was coming. So you have to be careful. The pastor is a hero, and the woman is a gardener too. Girl, Jassy, I wasn't even ready for you, girl. You done came out here with this right here. I got to open up my sounds. I ain't even have them ready because I don't get them ready until it's time for us to go to tea time topics. But homegirl, did she say gardening too? She said the pastor's a hero and a woman is a gardener too. Yes. You are right about that.
You're right.
Hey, my God. Oh, man, my sounds won't even play. Let me see if I can get these to play.
Hey, we gotta do the sound effect. Ding, ding, ding.
And the thing is, they won't play because my computer's acting up.
Yeah.
So ding, 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 ding. That's what you get, Jesse. Wow, that's crazy. Let me see. Pastor start with he who is without sin cast the first stone, looking for sympathy. And playing on people's emotions. Bruh, say I messed up and I need to clean it up. I know that's right. Ding, 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 ding. That's right. Ding, ding, ding. Don't it seem like their ministry grows at the come on? Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Yes, this is really good, Ida. I mean, she be going in with these topics, but man, let me tell you. But anywho, we got to keep it moving, y'all, because we got to get to our next.
Yeah, we got to move on.
Let me see. I hope these commercials play because y'all know we's having technical difficulties. I think they're going to play, so we're going to see. All righty. Y'all, we're going to pause for a minute, but we'll be right back.
Right back.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March. Can we talk? Absolutely. Join your co-hosts, Anita Faye Wilson and Annette L Anderson, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. live, where you can discuss trending topics and current events. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orated, articulated, and reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, register, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a live webinar. If you don't have your copy, make sure you get it today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L Anderson. Donate via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or you can go to our website at movementworldwide.org, click the link, and become a patron. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. And follow us on all platforms. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
Yes. It's tea time topics. Oh, she would have got her bug. Yes. That got her mug and that got my mug. I got the mug. All right, y'all. It's tea topics. I love tea time topics.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we always, somebody say always, always have the tea. Yes, we keep it light, but we keep it real. And yes, Francesca, I don't know if you heard me in the beginning, you and Ida, your mug is coming. They are finally, they gave me the date and everything and sent me a nice little email, gave me a discount and all that stuff for our trouble. So we're excited to be able to get these mugs, our second shipment out to our people who have bought a mug, $15. That includes shipping. Email us because we have a whole new batch coming in. All righty, good people, it's time for those tea time topics. We're going to go on with our first one. Let me get my notes pulled up here today because we got some good ones. We got a few, so we won't be long. I'm glad we this is the night that we had Valerie said I got mine. I know you got yours. This is a night that we had technical difficulties, and this is a night that we have the shorter version of our topic. So it kind of, I guess God always knows. Okay, so our first one, boom. My God, today, after more than 25 years of accusations and a federal court trial in New York that lasted 7 weeks, R&B singer R. Kelly has been found guilty of charges including sexual exploitation of a child, bribery, racketeering, and sex trafficking involving 5 victims. He faces a possible sentence of 10 years to life in prison. It's about time. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time. I mean, I've been so I don't even know the word that I could share that how this has had me so distraught. You know, just a sick individual. A sick individual. And my heart goes out to every victim. And even those young ladies who still on the sideline crying, but he my man, child, please. What are your words in that? Because I have none.
Well, you know, I knew when they did that show, I said, uh-oh. When they did, I said, all right, boy, you might well go home and pack your toothbrush. Oh, no, you don't need a toothbrush.
That is
because I knew he was going to be, but we're going to use in the time of exposure, though. Yeah. So he's not the only one going down.
Let me tell you.
You know, they've been getting away with stuff with him and wine for whatever man name. So many of them, you know, and so many of them. So it's just the time we live in that age. And
Connie, you are so right. She said, "Won't the devil use you and then hang you out to dry?" Yes, he will.
Yeah, yeah.
And he called himself what, the R&B Piper or something, a Piper of R&B, something like that.
Oh, he did. I mean, he's. Well, yeah, your gift will make room for you, but the room he getting made, he gonna be saying, "I can fly behind them bars," because, you know, it's sad because it's just sad that this didn't he didn't get sentenced way before so many people were touched. But of course, men in power, we talked about it, whether they're in the church, they get away with stuff. Uh-oh.
That's talking about the feds will provide him with a toothbrush. Ding, 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 ding. Oh man, we got no sound effects tonight. Ding, 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 ding. But yes, thank God for his vengeance. It's like, it's about time.
Yeah, I hate that happened, but I know we're in the season. Listen, some other people then got away, like the dude that killed himself. He know he got away with stuff, but they was coming for him. And so he just went out and ended his life because he knew was messy. He was another one molesting young women, you know.
Right, Elena. You talking about Epstein?
Yeah, Epstein. Yeah.
Got to get it. But I think they killed him though, because he knew too much about the powers that be at the time. So I hope they don't ban us for me saying that on air. But
I'm just gonna say, Mr. Comb Over. That way we cover. Go ahead now.
But Elena said some of those parents gave their kids to him, so they're just as guilty. Yes, and so are the people who helped, the people who preyed on those girls, who approached the girls, who lure them back. All of those people they should be held accountable.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, he had an entire operation, and they all knew what was going on.
Yep.
She talking about ding, 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 Elena.
They were enablers, Anita. They were enablers. So many
still defending him. They're still defending him. They standing behind the lawyers crying, and I'm like, "What you crying for? This man molested."
Anita, they defending you know who, and he the biggest pathological liar this side of heaven.
Yeah, he parted all the way over here.
Yeah. So he tells a lie on his lie. So people, they're gonna always have people that
they tell a lie on his lie. Come on, fellas. Wait a minute, somebody else made a comment. That's right. Get everybody involved. That's right. Nobody is escaping from this one. Come on, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All right. Did y'all hear the guys? Because I couldn't hear him.
We heard him. Well, I did.
I'm glad y'all can hear him because I can't hear him.
You can't hear him?
Now, let's go to the next one. And then I might let you take this one.
Okay, cool bean. She's so pretty to me. But Kelly Price gave fans a scare of the weekend. The gospel star was reported missing on Friday, September 24th by family members, only for her lawyer to explain she was not missing but recovering from a battle with COVID-19 at an undisclosed location. she was overwhelmed by all the attention. Price spoke to TMZ on Sunday, September 26th, revealing that she was technically dead from COVID complications and why she went MIA from family. Kelly Price, the gospel star, I don't know what we kept by that, reported. Wait a minute, did I say that again? I don't want to say the same thing. Anyway, but she said she remembered. She said Price said, I woke up some days later because she was in the hospital. And the first thing I remember is a team of doctors around me asking me what year it was. And she said she died, actually. The next thing she said, I knew what, and asked me what year it was. She said she was never missing, but was home being seen by doctors. There was no visiting the house, and we both have active COVID cases. So, but then I think her daughter hadn't heard from her. Nobody had heard from her, so people were concerned. Now, I did see a lot of comments about the situation on Larry Reid. My only comment was, when did y'all become a Kelly Price? When did y'all know so much about Kelly Price? I mean, no. I said when y'all became a Kelly Price expert. I mean, because nobody could visit. And if she was sick as she said she was, she probably didn't want to talk to nobody. I don't know. So I don't know. Oh, she said publicity stunt. Yeah, she said she technically died. So
all I know is a little bit of sketchiness to this entire story. How about the sister who reported her missing hasn't spoken to her in over a year? There's a whole lot of sketchiness, like I said, to this entire story. And usually when a celebrity is hiding out from their family, it's because they don't deal with them in a lot of cases. However, when we think about the case of Michael Jackson, we know that the family did not have access to him because of the company. And he had called that very company bloodsuckers, and 2 weeks later he was dead. So the family was trying to get to him really to save him from the foolishness that they were doing. As it relates to Kelly, I mean, she's not Michael Jackson famous, but she is famous. And her family, her sister, but her children, there were people who did not know who this guy was that she was with. There's a lot of sketchiness to that. I don't know, on both sides, honestly. So
it is. But even with children sometimes, though, Anita, I've known some people who really, when they cut their children, I've seen it. I don't get it, because I would never do that with my kids. They're going to know. But there are times when people cut their children off.
You're right.
I know I was to a program one time, the girl was sitting right there, her mama was right there. And because she wasn't speaking to her, I was like, who does that? So I don't know. We'll never know. And if it was a publicity stunt, she's just doing what a whole lot of other ones do.
Let me say, sis better capitalize on the moment and drop an album. Ding, 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 ding.
That's right. Hey, Kurt Franklin did it when they say he cussed. Well, they say when he cussed his son out. His son crazy though, but that's another story.
He is crazy. He cussed in the Bathsheba. I don't care what nobody say. I felt Kurt. All right, fellas.
Oh, Nita, can I give you a ding, 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 ding?
Hey, okay. I hurt in more ways.
I don't know.
They talking about, that was abusive behavior. Oh, it was this and that and the other. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I probably would have cussed that child out too, because cheering to drive you there.
Yeah, and he went off on his mama since then. There's another video out there.
Oh, Jassy. Ding, 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 ding.
So what you trying to say, Jassy? What you trying to say?
Ding, 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 ding.
I did.
Ooh, I ain't fooling with y'all today, movers. Come on, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
I'm sorry. That was good, Jess. I'm sorry. That was good.
I'm still back here cracking up.
She was still what? Oh, Lord, shoot.
Come on, preachers. Y'all better preach, movers. I love y'all. Y'all know y'all ain't nothing but the truth.
She ain't look healthy.
Y'all ain't nothing but the truth.
I don't know.
All righty then. Okay. Oh man, this one is a sweet one. I ran across this information because I was like, oh my God, this was so nice. So nice. Walt Disney World celebrates its 50th anniversary. There are some workers still there after 50 long years. Among the three is a woman named Erlene Anderson. She was among the 6,000 employees who opened the Magic Kingdom at Disney World to the public for the first time on October 1st, 1971. Now they are among 24 from that first day still employed at the theme park. They had an article about 3 of them, and she was one of the ones. I just chose her out to honor her, and it celebrates the 50th anniversary on Friday. That's a trip. That's a long time.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've been playing around with Mickey. That's
That's
so
awesome.
awesome story. Ding, 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 ding. We celebrate her and her 50 years in Mickey Land. That's so sweet.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So,
Yeah.
story. And, hey, I guess, and at that time, I'm sure it was a very difficult job to get. I mean, being a Black woman, you're talking 50 years ago, 1971. It was, I mean, to be there that long, surely she has had to move up I meant to try and explore what she was actually doing at Disney at this point. So it would be interesting to see that.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. All right. Come on, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All right. And then I'm going to let you take this one.
Okay, so is that Shower? Because we had the advocate. We didn't do the advocate. That's fine. Okay, Shower Monday outfits men. That's her name. Outfits men, especially those trying to start new lives after a prison. What she do? She get a business suit so she can help them pursue employment. CNN's Victor Blackwell frequently donated his apparel to her cause and watched her become the center of an activist network. So how awesome it is when men get out of prison or less fortunate, and she gets suits and make sure they look presentable when they go look for jobs. Mm-hmm. So sometimes the most simplest things is so important than some of what we consider the big things, because I would never think about that when they get out of prison, they won't have any a suit or look presentable or whatever the case may be. So there's a place for everybody and there's a job for everybody to do. And yeah, I definitely applaud her for sure.
I do too. And you know what? I was trying to I was trying to get her video. She did a video where she's with some of the men and they were doing like a fashion show. There's a video and you all can probably Google it. It's hard to find though. When you put her name in, there are a bunch of other stuff that comes up, but I was able to find that video. And when I was watching the video, there was the newscaster that she had actually dressed. He had lost a significant amount of weight and she redressed him in the process. And I guess, of course it was publicity and all of that, but I thought it was very, very kind of her to actually do something that advocates for men, because when people come home from prison, people act like you have the plague. I know. It's really, really, really a sad situation. And I get so frustrated when I hear the stories all the time. I have a dear friend who he came home from prison must have been about, oh gosh, I think he's been home now about 4 years. And he talks a lot about how people treat him. He's like, people don't treat me as though I am a person. They look.
Okay, Anita, you are stuck. Okay. Anita's
am I back?
Oh, she's back. Oh, okay.
Did you hear me at the time though?
You said no. I heard some of it.
Oh, now I was talking about a friend of mine who had been in prison for a long time and how people treated him when he got out. He got out of prison and he said they acted like he had the plague. And he was like, it's amazing how you go away and the people that you knew, the people who were your friends, the people that you broke bread with, act like they don't know you when you come home. And he felt so, he's talking about how he feels so isolated by people. So I just I just wanted to share that story. So we're gonna keep it moving. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me. All right, so I got to get this. There's something on the screen that I can't get off. I mean, I'm having all kind of problems tonight. Oh Lord, there's something on the screen that I can't get off. Okay. Annette, you're gonna have to bring on the guys because I can't even get to my screen.
Oh, I don't have access to the little fellas.
Okay.
That's all right.
Hold on. I got it.
Oh, okay.
I swear. It's been one thing after another, y'all. Hold on. I'm coming.
Yeah, I don't see you, but I'm so glad I hear you.
It's coming back. Okay. I was trying to find my guys.
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, I got them. Okay. Come on, fellas. I don't have a picture for that other one in it, but I'm gonna let you do it. Come on, guys.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All right. Martha White. Huh?
We can talk about the vanishing women. I don't have a picture for it.
Oh, okay. I got to go back up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll go back up. Okay, the Advocate. Okay, the Advocate's family of vanished Black women says media fascination with young, blonde, missing women is drowning out the cries for the disappeared Black people. You know, the lady that disappeared. But I'm going to say something about that in a minute. Thousands of Black women and men are reported missing each year, yet their names often don't get the mainstream attention as white missing people receive.
Mm-hmm.
That state of affairs is frustrating for Advocate and relatives of missing African Americans, such as James Rushing, whose sister Deidre Reed Foreman has been missing since September the 3rd. Now, this I know, Lady Miss Reed. She talked about that also. She's a newscaster. But one of the things that the family of the young lady, I don't know her name. I don't know why I don't know. They've been talking about every day. But
the little girl Maya.
Yeah, the one that they that
found the guy that committed suicide.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they found her. The one you talking about?
You're talking about the one whose body was found.
Yeah. But the one you talking about, they found her today. The one that committed suicide.
Right.
He killed that girl. She pretty little something.
Right.
But the one that we're talking about, the one that they still looking for the dude. The thing is, the family said what they're going to do is try to help other families of missing children and family members. So that was really inspirational, because even after they had to bury their own daughter, and I guess they saw the outcry, and also not only that, they understand what that feels like. See, it's one thing to know something, but when it's you, it's your child, whoever, your mama, it's a whole nother animal. So they felt their pain. So that's one of the things they're going to advocate to help look for missing family members. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
one of the I get so frustrated when I see stories like that, and the sad thing about it is I hear people all the time saying, oh, people, you need to talk to your girls. You gotta talk to your girls. Oh, there it is. It was Gabby Petito. That's who it was. You got to talk to your girls. You got to deal with them. You got to do whatever. And the thing is, there was something that Viola Davis said. It was a line in the movie The Family That Prays. She said, no matter how much love and support you show your children, you have to remember that they are still human and you are not their only influence. Yeah. So you have to be mindful of that, because a lot of people hold themselves accountable, or they feel guilty for not doing or not saying or whatever. But, when girls get their flip mind, because I know I had my flip mind, and, but he loved me, we don't care what nobody say. When we are blankmatized, I'm just going to say blankmatized for the sake of keeping it G-rated. But when we blankmatized, not hypnotized, but that other word matized, when we that matized, we don't listen to anything nobody else says.
True.
Because that takes precedence over everything. Our heart be in it. We be all in love, and we've entered into a place where we, the point of no return, or when they say when Pandora's box is open, you can't close it. And that's what happens. And a lot of times, these girls get involved with these crazy men and make excuses and be hoping and praying that they'll be the nice guy that they were when they first met. So my heart goes out to the families. My heart goes out to them, and man, just really a sad thing. All right, I think we're almost done. Come on, fellas, take us on home. We got just a couple more.
Yeah.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Well, look at this wonder here. I'll take this one. This is Martha White, the 99-year-old Black woman whose actions helped ignite the Baton Rouge bus boycott in 1953. She has died. The boycott, which inspired Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks' well-known Montgomery, Alabama bus boycott in 1955, was a reaction by the Black Baton Rouge community to racial injustice perpetrated by the white bus drivers. Martha White was employed as a housekeeper and took the bus home after a miles-long walk to the bus stop. After boarding the bus, she sat down in the section designated for white passengers in the only vacant seat and was told to move by the driver, but refused, even at the threat of arrest. The police bus company manager and civil rights activist Reverend T.J. Jemison arrived on the scene. However, the driver was informed by Jemison that White and her fellow passenger broke no laws due to an ordinance the city had recently passed and desegregated buses. In retaliation, the bus drivers went on strike, and the ordinance was eventually overturned, sparking the Black community's boycott led by Jemison attorney Johnny Jones and activist Willis Reed. At the time of the boycott, more than 80% of the bus riders, was Black. So these are stories that we don't see. All of the credit went to Rosa Parks, but there was people like that, like Martha White, and she just died, and now she's getting, we're recognizing her here, but she got recognition later in life. So rest well, and sweetheart, we celebrate you, and know that you refused to get up. So she looked like she made a mean sweet potato pie. Lady, you funny. Come on, fellas. We got just a couple more.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
You want to take this one, Nat?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I will. Distinguished Professor Charles W. Mills, a philosopher who changed the conversation about race in the United States, died on September 20th, 2021 at age 70 after battling cancer. He wrote a total of 6 books about race. They were all different books. He did a critique of racism, liberalism. He also wrote over 100 journals, articles, chapters, and commentaries. Beyond his influence in critical philosophy of race, Mills was widely known for his work in social and political philosophy. He was very, he was like that go-to person if you wanted to know about what was going on, and that's why I'm going to say this about the CRT, the critical race theory. It was, I can't remember who coined that particular statement, but it's needed because I didn't even when I was reading about this man is well known.
Right.
The article went on and on and on about his accomplishments, right, and how he was the first one to say, hey, he did one book that said, and Black rights, whites wrongs. Mm-hmm. And so he did all kinds of books, and he was highly spoken of. And like I say, he was the go-to person if you wanted to know more about the racism. Right. We can stand up and say, it's wrong that's racism. But we had somebody who was, he was a philosopher, so he broke it all the way down and he took it right to them. Now, bam, see, this is why. And I appreciate people like this. These are people that, they don't want to talk about in school. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand because they made a significance change to our communities. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Excellent. Sorry about that, y'all. We had a troll. I showed this picture. I was trying to delete it. That comment, crazy. All right, come on, guys.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. This was an interesting one. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union reveals the woman she has become today wouldn't have stayed with Dwayne Wade after he fathered a child with another woman. The actress shared details of her perspective in her second memoir entitled You Got Anything Stronger. In it, she said, to me, the me of today would not have stayed with him, but would I be who I am now without that pain? And that fiery explosion that created life and light. She said, the advice I would give myself now would be to leave. You have to do this. You don't think you have an option, but you do. Save yourself. That is some powerful stuff to say. But you know what? There's a lot of times that we will go through and take some things and we'll look back in retrospect and say, you know what? If that would have happened right now, there's no way I would take it. Mm-hmm. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad she did that.
I am too.
Yeah, because I put on a real talk. Mm-hmm. Listen, we can always go back and tell our former self. Now, the bad thing is, if my former self is still the way I was then there's a problem, you know. But she said, hey, I wouldn't even be with that joker, you know. But then on the flip side, she said, but if I hadn't have, would I be who I am today? So, you know.
I mean, it did kind of like ignite her. She was working a lot. Jassy said her relationship and marriage is what advanced her. Yeah, I mean, the controversy of that did, but you know, the lady's talented. You can't get around that. She's talented, and yes, she became popular because of her relationship, more popular because of her relationship with Dwayne. But you know, I applaud her for saying that and for helping other women to see that you can do better. You don't have to do that. And marriage to D Wade is what advanced her career. They were on a break. Girl, bye. Ding, 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 ding. I have to give you some. I don't get that break stuff. But anyway, I don't deal with that new age stuff. We on a break. Like either you're together or you're not. Period. Ain't no breaks. That's
what he broke long enough to go have a baby.
Come on. Come on. That was a break for you.
That was a break. That should have broke her.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
That was funny. So he broke long enough to have a baby. Here's our last one. Go ahead, Annette. I'm gonna let you take this one.
This is my. I'm trying every week to have a why moment. This is my why question mark. An elderly man is accused of trying to bomb phone stores as part of his crusade to stop the spread of porn and other moral content, immoral. Court documents show John Douglas Allen, 75, was arrested on Tuesday in connection with the placement of explosive packages outside 2 phone stores in northern Michigan. Allen was allegedly caught on camera placing pipe bombs inside USPS boxes outside an AT&T store and Saint Marie and a Verizon store in, I don't know, Sheboygan and our death. I don't understand that is. The affidavit said. So here's this 75-year-old man. I guess he was, I don't understand how he thought by blowing up a phone company, it's going to stop immorality.
Not going to stop porn.
Yeah. I don't understand how, because people do watch it on phone, but they watch it in their house. They can rent movies there. I don't get it.
They watch it on TV. They watch it on their computers. They watch it on their phones. They send stuff.
Yeah.
They eat stuff. It's like, I mean, oh Lord.
That was part of his crusade to stop the spread of porn. Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't get too far because, you blow up them 2 places. You know how many millions of phones?
Oh my God. But
then I was like, it's 75.
It's funny, but it's sad because of the mentality of these people who think that they can take the law into their own hands. That's that mentality, you know. Yeah. I'm telling you, the evangelicals got a lot to pay for because that's the kind of foolery. The people who blow up abortion clinics and the people who want to blow up phone companies to stop the spread of porn. That is foolishness. You talking about Sharon? Somebody had to stop somewhere.
Well, Sharon, but then he gonna start and finish because he going to Fed. Oh, he finna go. He 75. Whatever time he got left, he gonna be I don't know, in some prison or another. That is a big deal.
Oh, fella, that's a man. He had to start somewhere. Y'all funny.
Well, I guess you're right, Sharon. But that's still a why moment. I read it and I said, why?
I have my sound effect. I'm working on it for next week. But
why did you put that in your head? You can go bomb. And he's 75 and you sitting around thinking, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm sick of y'all looking at naked pictures. I'm going to go bomb. I am going to
bomb phone companies.
Yo, old rump, you 75, boy. What's wrong with you?
That's awful. I'm glad they caught him though, because that fool could have actually killed somebody.
He could have killed some doggone body. Mm-hmm. And the little picture look like he look like he got a bomb in his hand. I can't be sure. He better be glad he blow his hand off. What the hell of eggs are you doing?
That's his sorry, Jerry. Say he got to start somewhere. All right, y'all. We went over long. It couldn't that many. but I think the technical difficulties kind of added to it. But I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
hanging
because
there
we
with
started
us.
late and
Y'all
stuff.
so special. We started late. We had technical difficulties, but y'all some sweet people. Y'all stuck right there with us. Right, Connie? Sharon, she done ding, 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 ding. She got it tonight. But before you guys leave, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our Facebook page and subscribe and join our Facebook group, Movement Worldwide. Please share this broadcast and please hit that like button, hit the heart button wherever you're watching from. Please like it. I need y'all to repeat the message. I can't see them. Oh,
Oh,
I don't know what you can't see, but I can see it. Which one? This one, Ida? You had to start somewhere. That's what we were laughing at. She's talking about I want to laugh too.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's
We
funny.
was trying to.
Yeah, we know he had to start somewhere. So please subscribe, like, and share. The other thing is that you can sow a seed. You can sow a seed into Movement Worldwide via Cash App. That's $ Movement Worldwide. Again, $ Movement Worldwide. Or you can become a patron by going to our website, which is movementworldwide.org, clicking the red button, and it will take you to patreon.com, where you can join, you can sign up, and you can pledge the amount that we ask for, which is $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. Or you can set your own amount. And all of our patrons have done just that. And we're so grateful for every seed. But no matter what the amount, it's greatly appreciated. But even if you don't get anything, the fact that we are on here and we seeing y'all comments, hey, Francesca, I know you always enjoy and you love Tea Time Topics like me. But the fact that you all are here, that we get to laugh with y'all, I would to be at his family table while they discuss. Y'all are trapped. But fam, please, sir, you can sow a seed via Cash App or via Patreon. And the other thing, follow us on all social media platforms. We're everywhere at Movement Worldwide. I am on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're even on LinkedIn. So follow us everywhere at Movement Worldwide. And we've been creating a Pinterest for us. So. And again, if you don't know how to reach us, please email us at info@movementworldwide.org. We have all the answers to your questions. We want to see you guys on everything that we do. So I'm going to give the rundown before we leave. Yes, Connie Jassy is a trip. She is fun too. So before we leave, the first thing we have is the week. We start with Annette L. Anderson with TNT Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and speak or rate, articulate, and reverberate. That's Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. And then we're back here on Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Can We Talk, with our transformational topic, our power tool, and our tea time topics. We love to deal with the news. We keep it light, but we keep it real, as you can see, and we have a lot of fun. Who laughs at the news as much as you do right here? That's why y'all keep coming back. Y'all love them tea time topics. And y'all know that power tool too. That power tool be paying off. So please, man, please, sir, join us on Friday nights. If you don't have Clubhouse, please make sure you download it on your phone. If you don't know how to do it, then you need to join our text feed. You can text movers to 474747. Go to your phone, open up your messages, send a message and type 474747 as a number. But that ain't no real phone number. I know, it's just 474747, 6 numbers. Type in those numbers, and down when you type the message, type the word movers, MOVERS, and it will come to us. It'll automatically add you to our text feed, and you'll get a link that brings you straight into Clubhouse. So we're on there Friday nights at 8 p.m. Great discussion. And then first and third Saturdays, and this Saturday we will be praying through the pandemic. We join forces with Elder Moselle Mason and the collaboration, and we're praying for all subject matter. Let me tell you, God is moving. He is answering prayer. He is doing great things through that prayer. Yeah. So please join us first and third Saturdays at 10 a.m. on Clubhouse. And then on Sundays, if you are missing Sunday morning, you are missing a treat, please join us for Power Walk Sunday, each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. where we invite you, we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction. There is always a word for you. So we got a lot going on, y'all, and we just want to see y'all come and join us in all of this. Right, Annette? You going to say something before we leave?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Again, thank you guys for so much for coming on. I look forward to this because I get a chuckle. Regardless of how my day may have been, I know I'm going to get at least one good chuckle. Yes. And when Sharon said what she said, I was like, okay. But thank y'all so much, and hopefully we'll see y'all again either on Friday night or Sunday. But thank you so much for coming and sharing with us on tonight.
Yes. Can We Talk is always a fun night. We have so much fun on here. So we're so glad that you guys came. You guys could have gone anywhere else, but we're so glad we had this time together. So glad you guys joined us. You're so awesome. We wouldn't be anywhere. We couldn't do anything without y'all. Movers, we love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. But again, we gotta go, and we will see you guys the next time. So be sure to join us again. And I'm gonna fix my computer. I don't know what it is with the technical difficulty. There's something in my settings, I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. Love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. Have a good one. Annette with her
Bye, everybody.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March 7th, each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.